Here's the Cloud Jedi here again with part 2 of his Star Wars The Saga Collection Entertainment Earth exclusive Astromech Droid Pack Series 2. The first Astromech droid in this pack is R4E1, who resides in Mos Eisley on the planet Tatooine and is owned by the smuggler Bolshek. Next to that we have R2X2, who flies on X-Wing Fighter Red 10 during the Battle of Yavin. To the right, we have R2M5, loyally serves the Naboo royalty. Then we have R2A6, assists fighter pilot Rick Ali during the Battle of Naboo. And R3Y2, who assists the rebels during their escape from Echo Base on the planet Hoth. Starting with R4E1. Well, you know what, before we get to that point, all of these action figures are pretty basic. The one thing about them that is common throughout all of them is that as you rotate the head, the leg, the third leg rolls up. And that's true of all of these. And as you can hear, you get that clicking sound. Okay. You have R4E1, who is the pilot Bolshek's Astromech droid on the planet Tatooine. He would be considered, I guess, a lampshade droid. Next to him you have R2X2 in a black and white color scheme, although in the movies or later on, he was re-released as a legacy droid in the proper color scheme, which is more of a green. Okay, and he also has a third leg that will come down if you switch. If you go ahead and turn his head around, there you go, you got the clicking sound. Okay, so in the Astromech pack, you got him in black and white. In the Legacy collection, part of the Build-A-Droid wave, he was actually one of the action figures, not one of the Build-A-Droid droids himself. He comes in a more movie-accurate green and white. Other than that, they're pretty much identical. In terms of the paint scheme, just black and white. Or Astromech droid has silver highlights on him. The Build-A-Droid version has black highlights on him. Next to that one you have, if I'm not mistaken, R2M5, which is part loyally serves the Naboo royalty. He comes in a burgundy or sort of burnt orange color. Okay, has silver detailing on its legs. He has gold piping on his feet. Okay, as well as some really nice silver detailing. Next to that you have R2A6, which is a green and white with a silver head or silver dome. We've seen this kind of greenish color quite often. And if I'm not mistaken, I feel like he was probably re-released at some point or other. And there seem to be a lot of green R2 units out there. And fifth but not least, and to me my probably one of the more interesting ones, is this one here, which is R3Y2, and he assists the rebels during their escape from Echo Base on the planet Hoth. Cool thing about this one is the fact that he has a clear dome, which you can see inside. This is probably the neatest feature of any of these. He's sort of a khaki or army greenish color on a white with a clear dome, which you can see inside. It has some silver detailing and sort of a teal as well on places, such as here and here. And that's it. This was a Closet Jedi here with another action figure review. Whoops. Got some of my droids here are falling. And as someone who's been striving to get pretty much an entire collection of these Astromech droids, I pretty much got them all. At some point I think I'm going to just shoot a video showing off all of them in my display case. I think I'm only missing about 3 or 4 of them at this point, so pretty proud of that. You know what? Not sure I showed you guys a reverse of this one. Okay, it's an R4 unit. Not my favorite color scheme for them, but as I said before, someone's collecting every single Astromech droid I can get my hands on, except for the 2 or 3 I'm missing. It's great. Thanks a lot, and let me know what you think.